Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming next.
Good Sports was recorded on Wednesday, August 24th. Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. I am Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Today we're here at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness. The physical therapists at Core don't just treat symptoms, they treat the whole person. Treatment plans are customized for each patient and their unique needs. At Core, they educate you about your issue, create and implement a program to help you, and empower you to prevent future occurrences. Core Strategies Physical Therapy is located at 10400 West 103rd Street, just east of 69 Highway. For more information or to set up an appointment, and no doctor referral is needed to set up an appointment, call Core at 913-322-4000 or visit their website, corestrategiespt.com. Before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness can be picked up at over 700 locations in KC, and it's absolutely free. Also, this month, KC Sports continues to celebrate our 19th straight year as the Sports Illustrated of Kansas City. Now, in our hockey report presented by the KC Ice Center, we write about how KCIC is growing hockey as they start this fall's youth hockey season. In our Sporting Lee Summit soccer report, we write about the club's youth referee program, which is the single largest employer of teens in Lee Summit. And in Chloe's Corner, the Hatchpad Tennis Report, we introduce you to the sport of wheelchair tennis. Now joining us from Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness is Jennifer Westerberg. She and Daniel Debrecht are both physical therapists and owners of Core Strategies, which is located just east of 69 Highway on 103rd. Thanks, Jennifer, for joining us today and for hosting us today.
Thanks so much for being here.
Really appreciate that. Let's start off with just a general description about Core. We're going to talk about some of the articles that you guys have in our current issue and upcoming issue and past issues. But let's start off with just a general overview of the type of people that you see and the services that you provide here.
Sure, yeah. And we see all ages, from the young pediatric patient. Most of them are kind of school-aged on up through the elderly. I think the oldest one that we have here right now is about 85 years old.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah,
oh, wow.
It kind of varies.
a very active 85-year-old, I'm guessing.
That's right, yeah.
So the types of things that you work on with these individuals just really varies from the aches and the pains to getting back in shape.
Sure.
Is that kind of the way you describe it?
Yeah, that's very true. And then, now we're hitting beginning of school year, so, sports in the summer kind of wrapping up. So we had some minor injuries over the summer from different athletic endeavors that some of the young people got into, and then some of the older people got into as well. Maybe playing a little too much golf or doing different things.
Yeah, or a softball injury or something like that. So you do see the aging athlete, and we were joking about it. Aging doesn't necessarily mean old, but somebody that maybe is tapered down that has a regular job or something like that. But they still compete in their own way.
Right.
What programs do you implement for the young and the old and the aging athlete, and how do you put a package program together for them?
Yeah, well, we just take a look at the individual person in front of us. So it depends on what their goals are. So that's the most important thing. We can see specific things when it comes to weaknesses or issues that we need to address, but then it comes down to what are the patient's goals? What do they want to get back to doing? Like you mentioned, the aging athlete. I've got a young volleyball player that's now graduated from college and then into the working world, and then I've also got an older client who I believe he's in his 60s now, and he plays senior softball on the league, and he said he's the youngest person on his team, and most of them are in their 70s, and so he comes back every once in a while if he gets a flare-up or has an issue, and so that's a lot of fun to work on those kind of people and get them back to their life. But then, it could be somebody that just wants to be able to play with their grandkids on the floor and get on off the floor, or be able to get outside and walk, especially with the beautiful weather we've been having. So
yeah, makes sense. Yeah, and so you've had a very steady stream of people coming in for assistance today, and that's been great for me to see as I'm setting up and all that. Now, you also do some things outside the office. You do some sponsorships, and you work with clubs and things like that.
Sure.
You recently just finished the season with Hot Feet Track Club. How did that go?
That went great. They're a fantastic group of kids. So it's a running group for kids age 6 to 18. They just got back from nationals in Houston. Quite a few of the kids actually even medaled, which was fantastic, and even more kids got their PR there, which was really cool to see and kind of follow up. We didn't get to go to Houston with them, but we worked with them when they were here with their practices and their meets. And now we're working with the Lancer Dancers out of Shawnee Mission East.
Nice.
And then the Raider football team, we've been doing a sponsorship with them out of Shawnee Mission South.
Very nice. So that's great that you're involved in the community with those types of things that you do. And people don't need a referral to come and see you. They can just walk in the door and set up an appointment, and
that's right.
Tell you what you need to know, and you'll get them on a path to feeling a lot better.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't need that referral any longer, which is nice. So they can come directly to us if they need us.
Give us your phone number. Give us the website address.
Sure. Our phone number is 913-322-4000. The website is coreptkc.com.
Now, I mentioned that each month one of your physical therapist, Scott Merlin, writes an article that appears in Kansas City Sports and Fitness. Recently, he wrote one on ACL injuries, and my thing is Mike Moustakis and Jamal Charles have something in common besides the fact that they both wear the KC, and they both had season-ending ACL injuries. Charles last year, Moustakis at this point, and of course Scott focused on what Moustakis might be going through as he heals up. But let's start off with the ACL. What is it? I mean, really, what is it? No, I don't know. If people really know, they just know, it's torn and it's career,
right.
maybe career ending. So.
Yeah. So it's a ligament in the knee, and it's meant to keep the knee stable. So if you get some sort of blow, either a landing injury where you land wrong, or somebody blows and hits you from below the leg, then that can happen too, where the ligament just snaps. It's like a rubber band trying to keep the upper bone and the lower bone stable. And if something hits it just right, that ACL can snap, but it doesn't necessarily have to. You can get a strain of that.
Can you?
So you can get a partial tear of it. But if you get a complete tear, especially for athletes, and especially pro athletes, you've got to get it surgically repaired.
I see. So how do you repair it? What is it a laser surgery that they do these days, or do they really cut you open?
Yeah, they do have to cut you open. So they do it a couple different ways depending on the surgeon that does the surgery, but they have to find something to replace that because now that ligament is no longer there.
Okay.
So a lot of times they'll use a hamstring graft. So they'll take part of the hamstring tendon and take that piece and braid it up and use it in there, or sometimes they'll actually use cadaver to do that as well. So both of those are very strong and stable and gives you that support in the knee that you were missing after the injury.
I see. So and recovery seems to take a very long time. I mean, I can break a bone and I'd recover faster than if I had an ACL tear and go through surgery. What's the process that you go through to recover from an ACL injury? I mean, what's Moustakis going through now? What did Charles go through recently?
Sure. Well, you got to get the knee moving, but you have to be careful not to stress the new ligament that they've put in there, the new piece that they put in. So you have to gradually increase the range of motion, get the knee moving better, and then on top of that, you have to make sure that the muscles around it are strong as well and staying stable. Get them walking normally so that they're not limping, because that can put other stress on other parts of the body as well. So, and it's that entire package takes quite a long time. It can take many months to get them back out on the field.
Yeah, it was interesting when I read Scott's article. He said that he's going to be in a brace for several weeks, and there's swelling, which physical therapy can often help to reduce that. And then the knee's really not going to be able to be straightened out. Is that correct? That it takes a while to get it to straighten out?
It does. A lot of times because of the swelling and other issues surrounding that too. And then some surgeons don't want it to go completely straight right after surgery. They want to wait because, again, we want it to heal up before you start stressing that, because we certainly don't want it to tear prematurely. The point is to get everything strong and stable around it so that you can get back to the sport that you are playing.
Sure. And the thing also that I found interesting is he said the quads, hamstring, glutes, and obliques all have to work together.
Sure.
And that if one is working harder than the other one, you could mess things up again.
Yeah. I mean, biomechanics comes into play there, in physics that we learned about in school.
You learned about it in school. I'm learning about it a little bit right now.
Right, exactly. So, if you have things that are out of balance, it puts increased stress on other areas, and that's not ideal.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and really they can't start doing anything like running or pivoting or going side to side or jumping or anything like that for quite a while as well.
It's typically about 3 months before they can start doing that. Again, it kind of depends on the surgeon and the procedure that was done on that person. It's individualized to them, but that's typically about when they can start doing that again. Yeah,
and I know these athletes can certainly come back faster than we average people, things like that, but then you also have to deal with coordination of your two legs. That's, especially with them, it's like, Like one can't be, the good one can't be overpowering the weaker one, which is in the process of being strengthened. That's just, I just found it amazing that, all of those things kind of have to go together. So do you see a lot of ACL people coming back?
Quite a few, yeah. And some of them are just, they might not have had surgery because maybe they just have a minor issue or a minor tear, so we can kind of rehab them from that point. Like we talked about earlier, not everybody has to have surgery, so we can get the muscles around the knee strong enough and stable enough that it decreases the stress on that. And there are some people that live without an intact ACL forever and ever, but everything has to be strong and stable enough to be able to handle it. But getting back into pro sports, like the gentleman that we were talking about, and different players that we're talking about, Jamal, and they've got to have the ability to not have to think about it when they get out there and move. The rest of us have the ability where we're taking time and we can think about how we're moving and how we're walking. But if they're playing at their elite level, they can't think about moving. They have to get and get to that ball or run down the field, whatever it is that they're doing. So
how many times can Jamal go through this injury? Is it just once per knee, or can you have multiple surgeries?
You can have multiple surgeries. Obviously, it gets worse the more you have to do that. It's never a good idea to have surgery if you can help it anyway, but let alone when you have to do it again and again. It just more trauma.
Right. So give us the information on how people can reach you. We're going to come back in our next segment and talk about another one of the articles, but right now give us that information.
Yeah, our phone number is 913-322-4000, and you can also look us up on the internet, www.coreptkc.com.
Very good. We're going to take a quick break. You are watching or listening to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine show. We're coming to you from Core Strategies Physical Therapy, located at 10400 West 103rd Street, just on the east side of 69 Highway. You can call Core at 913-322-4000, just like Jen just said, or visit their website, corestrategiespt.com. I am Steve Fish. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. We'll have more of Good Sports after these messages. Come on out to the Kansas City Ice Center and skate on the outdoor pavilion or the indoor ice rink. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times, to register for classes, or schedule an upcoming party or group event, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. That's 913-441-3033. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, you can get an initial exam and adjustment for just $50. Mention KC Sports Magazine when you call. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Experience a touch of the Ozarks at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. The course is in fantastic shape, and visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and great offers. For tee times, go to winterstonegolf.com or call 816-257-5755. People today use hundreds of sources to find local information online. Have you Googled yourself lately? Bad online comments can irreparably damage you and your business. For a free online strategy review, contact Market Leverage at 816-600-0564. That's 816-600-0564. Arbor Creek Health and Wellness uses rapid recovery therapy to get to the root of your health issue and solve it. RRT is a one-of-a-kind treatment style that's great for runner's hamstring or knee, computer neck syndrome, CrossFit shoulder, and more. And right now, pay just $35 for an RRT treatment or save $50 and get your first visit and treatment for just $70. Contact Arbor Creek Health and Wellness at 913-397-6900 or learn more online at activejoco.com. Contact Golf Tech in Overland Park and set up your golf swing evaluation, lessons, club fitting, and more. Golf Tech is the world leader in golf lessons and can show you how to swing better and play better golf. For more information, visit golftech.com or contact the Overland Park Golf Tech at 913-642-8881. Looking to buy or sell real estate? Contact Bill Halberstadt from RE/MAX at 816-903-1519. That's 816-903-1519. Sign up now for fall leagues at Mission Bowl in Olathe. Visit their website, missionbowl.com, or call 913-782-0279 for more details. Eagles Landing is the place to play golf in the Southland. For more details, visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com, and for tee times, call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC. Looking for indoor training facilities for your team? Contact Sporting Lease Summit to find out how you can rent space at Z Sports Arena in Greenwood. Z Sports is great for practice, training, and kids' parties too. And register now for the Sporting Lease Summit Stripes soccer program for 2 to 5-year-olds. For more information on rental and sporting stripes, visit sportingls.org. Whatever your sport, maximize your performance at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness Center in Overland Park. The team at Core specializes in rehab and performance training for all ages and activity levels. To learn more about Core's sports-specific programs, visit coreptkc.com or call 913-322-4000.
Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Today we're here at Core Strategies, Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness. The physical therapists at Core don't just treat symptoms, they treat the whole person. Treatment plans are customized for each patient and their unique needs. At Core, they educate you about the issue, create and implement a program to help you, and empower you to prevent future occurrences. Core Strategies Physical Therapy is located at 10400 West 103rd Street, just on the east side of 69 Highway. For more information or to set up an appointment, and no doctor referral is needed to set up an appointment, call Core at 913-322-4000 or visit their website, corestrategiespt.com. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out our Heartland Soccer Report presented by Market Leverage. This month, we write about the groundbreaking and plans for the $300 million Gateway Village Sports Complex in Grandview. And this month, we honor top performers from Kearney High School and Blue Springs and feature a future soldier who received the prestigious Minuteman Scholarship, which pays his college tuition for the next 4 years. You can pick up your copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including Core Strategies Physical Therapy at most golf courses in KC, at Z Sports, Kansas City Chiropractic, Mission Bowl in Olathe, plus you'll always find it at the Kansas City Ice Center. Coming up, on September 17th, we'll be at the KC Ice Center, which is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. On September 24th, we'll be at Mission Bowl in Olathe. They're located at 1020 South Weaver off 56 Highway. On October 8th, we'll be at Teamwork Sports Baseball, Softball, and Soccer Facility located at 310 West 80th on the east side of Warnell. And on October 18th, we'll be at Core Strategies Physical Therapy. Core Strategies is located just east of 69 Highway on 103rd Street. If you'd like to have us come out and tape a show at your business location, call Good Sports at 913-764-2050. And now you can view Good Sports on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So we're here at Core Strategies, and we're talking with Jennifer Westerberg. She is one of the owners of Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness. And Jen, as we discussed in our first segment, you guys do an article that appears in Kansas City Sports and Fitness, which people can pick up at over 700 locations, including right here, or they can read it online at kcsportspaper.com. The most recent issue has an article on shoulder pain, and we just came out of the Olympics. There's lots of sports that we watch that could lead to shoulder pain, volleyball and tennis and swimming. Is that right? Swimming?
That's true.
Basketball and some of the field sports like the shot put, I would imagine, would be a good place where...
Maybe not dressage.
Yeah, and baseball and softball.
Sure.
So... a lot of these athletes that we saw could have shoulder pain, or someone that, is performing in those athletic endeavors, a kid in school or an adult that's playing beach volleyball just for the fun of it.
Right.
Do kids have shoulder issues like adults probably do?
They can, and usually that's more traumatic. Adults tend to have more overuse injuries, especially if we're doing things, time after time after time, and especially with sometimes the bad postures that we get in over the years, sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day.
Looking at your phone.
Exactly, yeah. But then, kids are specializing sooner and sooner in sports, and so we are starting to see a little bit more where kids are getting injured a little bit sooner in their career. But yeah, for the most part, they're a little bit different when it comes to that, more traumatic when they're younger.
I gotcha. I got you. So, and the article focused on rotator cuff injuries. What's the rotator cuff? Where is it? And what kind of pain do you feel to know that you have that kind of injury?
Yeah. So the rotator cuff muscles, there's 4 muscles made up around the shoulder.
Okay.
And just like the name says, they rotate the shoulder.
Right.
But they also stabilize the shoulder and the joint too. So you can get injuries due to the rotator cuff for many different reasons. It can be a traumatic issue, a slip or a fall or injury overdoing it sometimes. But you can also get it kind of with an impingement. If we have bad posture and we're not in a good position and we keep doing things over and over again, after a while we can get bone spurs in the joint, which isn't good. But then the bone spurs can also start to rub on those muscles and those tendons, and you can start to get a tear there. Classic signs for rotator cuff syndrome or issues is just sort of generalized shoulder pain. They might be a little bit point specific depending on where the injury specifically is. And then if somebody has a complete rotator cuff tear, they're not going to be able to use the arm.
Oh, okay.
So that's the classic sign. Like, obvious, I can't lift it up.
I'm not having a stroke, but I can't
Right.
lift it up yet.
Yep.
So one of the things that, can a CT scan or an X-ray see that? I mean, I know we've talked about that, the importance, really the lack of importance on how X-rays and CT scans are kind of overused. Does that show any of that stuff?
An X-ray really probably wouldn't. I mean, unless you had some sort of muscle issue where you saw the muscle bound up, but even that's not necessarily going to show. But more the scans, the MRIs will show that. And if it's somebody that's looking at doing surgery to improve that, then that's probably warranted so that the doctor knows what they're getting into. But, a lot of times we can just tell clinically whether or not somebody has a tear.
Is it a sharp pain? Is it a dull pain? Is it tingling in your fingers?
It's not usually tingling in the fingers because that would be some sort of a nerve issue. But there can be something where it's combined with that, sure. Usually it's kind of a dull general ache, but then they can have a little bit of sharp pain too. So it just sort of depends on the presentation, and that's where it comes down to getting good subjective information from our patients. And that's where I think we do a good job of really interviewing the patient to find out exactly what's going on, when it started, how it started, and go from there.
One of the things that I found interesting in the article is it said that obviously overhead motions hurt, but sleeping, it can hurt when you're sleeping. How does that the case? Is it because if you're laying on your side, you're laying on it and
you're compressing that joint,
okay.
Exactly, and so then that just causes further irritation there of the shoulder itself.
Okay, and then other obvious things are turning the steering wheel on a car, dressing and undressing because you're moving that. I guess you're moving that shoulder. So if you feel the pain, one of the things that Scott says in the article is to do this price thing. It's not what we think it is. It's the letters PRICE. Let's talk about that. A lot of people know the RICE thing, but the P is protect the shoulder from future injury. What did he mean there? What do you do? I mean, obviously, avoiding certain situations is part of that.
Right. Well, like you mentioned, if you know that you did something and kind of feel like you tweaked the shoulder, not really sure what you did, but, it just hurts when I use it, maybe not going to those positions it hurts. If it hurts every time I reach up, then maybe I'm not going to do that. Right. Now, that being said, we also don't want people to not reach overhead for the rest of their lives. If that's for a couple days until it starts to calm back down, then that's okay. And that's where it kind of goes into the other stuff, resting it, icing it, compression's
a little hard, right?
Yeah, for the shoulder itself, it might be a little bit difficult, but just supporting it and stabilizing it, and then elevating it. Obviously, we've got it elevated most of our day if we're upright, and then like Scott mentioned in the article, he added an extra R at the end, so pricer, talking about rehab. So not waiting too long, and ideally, if something's going on and the pain's not going away after a few days, then that's a good time to get it checked out. And like you had mentioned before, we don't need a referral to see people, so we can see people right away and just kind of make sure what's going on, or teach them exercises or movement that they can do, because we don't want them not to reach up, but if there's a way that they can start to reach up and not irritate the shoulder while it's healing, that's important to do.
So, and once they come to you and they get 100%, do you ever get 100% back? As I'm sure as a kid you do.
Sure.
As an adult, do you ever get back to 100%? And what do you do to try and keep it at that point so that you don't re-injure?
Right. Well, it depends on the severity of the injury and the issue that we're talking about. So if somebody has a severe debilitating injury, then they might not get back to 100%. And
Right.
we have to be realistic with that too. And, it depends on the degeneration of the joint itself and multiple factors.
Sure.
But if it's a minor issue, they should very easily be able
Right.
to get back to 100%. The important thing is showing them exercises and stability things that they can do and stretches if necessary to help them out. And for some people, they have to do that for the rest of their lives to make sure that they keep the muscles and the joints loose. That's a whole lot easier to do than to have to go in and have surgery or injections or whatever else if you can manage it with that, using those kind of devices.
For sure. And so that ties in with what it is that you guys do in educating your patients on how they can improve their health and stay in good shape after they've left this facility.
Sure.
And that's wonderful. Give us the information again on how to reach you, how to give you a call, set up an appointment, etc.
Yeah. Our number here is 913-322-4000, and our website is coreptkc.com.
Very good, very good. That will actually do it for our show today. My thanks to Jennifer Westerberg and, of course, Danielle Debrecht, who wasn't able to join us. She's busy with a patient right now, from Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness, for joining us today and hosting us today. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. And check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. You'll find it online at kcsportspaper.com and all over Kansas City, and it's free, so pick it up today.
Thanks for tuning in to Good Sports. Watch more episodes on the Good Sports KC YouTube channel. The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong, paid for by the U.S. Army. Come on out to the Kansas City Ice Center and skate on the outdoor pavilion or the indoor ice rink. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and learn to play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times, to register for classes, or schedule an upcoming party or group event, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. That's 913-441-3033. Arbor Creek Health and Wellness uses rapid recovery therapy to get to the root of your health issue and solve it. RRT is a one-of-a-kind treatment style that's great for runner's hamstring or knee, computer neck syndrome, CrossFit shoulder, and more. And right now, pay just $35 for an RRT treatment or save $50 and get your first visit and treatment for just $70. Contact Arbor Creek. Contact Golf Tech in Overland Park and set up your golf swing evaluation, lessons, club fitting, and more. Golf Tech is the world leader in golf lessons and can show you how to swing better and play better golf. For more information, visit golftech.com or contact the Overland Park Golf Tech at 913-642-8881. Sign up now for fall leagues at Mission Bowl in Olathe. Visit their website, missionbowl.com, or call 913-782-0279 for more details. Eagles Landing is the place to play golf in the Southland. For more details, visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com, and for tee times, call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC. Hatchpad is a website for young entrepreneurs from ages 13 to 25. Using Hatchpad, members can share their business ideas, get feedback, mentoring, and even investors. Have an idea? Put it on Hatchpad. It's absolutely free. Visit hatchpad.co for more details. Hatchpad, where young entrepreneurs and creators hatch big ideas. Be a part of revitalizing golf by purchasing your copy of the Golf Hospitality Association Playbook for just $20. The playbook is for golf courses, beginning golfers, marshals, and course staff. For more information on the playbook and membership perks, visit golfhospitalityassociation.org or call 816-398-4110. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, you can get a sports physical for just $25. Mention KC Sports Magazine when you call. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Look for special offers at Papa's Coffee Express inside this month's KC Sports Magazine. Visit them at 124 South Forest and Liberty or call 816-415-0652. We catch football fever in this month's Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. And you can follow the Chiefs, college and high school football, and more with your free email subscription. Go online to kcsportspaper.com and sign up where it says Join Our Fan Club. Plus, check out the Market Leverage Heartland Soccer Report, Chloe's Corner, the Hatchpad Tennis Report, U.S. Army High School Top Performers, the KCI Center Hockey Report, and the Sporting Lee Summit Soccer Report. Get your free subscription at kcsportspaper.com. Sign up today.